let's talk about currencies. Let's go on to talk to explain what currencies are. So, like I said, I'll be using two slides. This. So, currency pairs is what we're focusing on. So, what's a currency? A currency is a standardization of money in any form. So it's if a certain country say this is a standard of money, that's their currency. So each and every country has each of these countries have their currencies they use, like just like in Nigeria, we use naira. If we go to Great Britain, they use the pounds. If we go to America, we use the American dollar. If you go to Australia, they use Australia dollar. So they have a name given to their currency or a name given to their money. And money is any form. It could be what? A coin. Money could be what? With gold or anything in paper, anything the government generally has said that this is their standard of money. So some countries have different denominations in their what? In their money. Like in Naira now, you have the denomination of 200 Naira, 1,000 Naira, and thereabouts. So, like I said, I repeat, currencies are what? Any form of what? Money in a certain country. Now, for example, we have banknotes and we have coins. They are what? They are also money, but they are what? In different forms. So a government can say, okay, this social coin can actually buy this social thing. So it's gonna be that standard and what? That country's legal tender. The legal tender in Nigeria is Naira. Legal tender in Great Britain, their currency is what? The pound sterling. The legal tender in America is what? The dollar, the American dollar. So that takes us to more definition or more general definition. Currency is a system of money in common use within a specific environment over time. I repeat. Takes us to the general definition of what currency is. Currency is a system of money. NK got in your book, so I hope you'll be writing down some certain stuff. So a currency is a system of money in common use with a specific environment over time, especially for what people in a specific nation. So every nation has their currency. So every environment has a specific banknote, a specific coin they use, and it's giving a name. So in Ghana, you have what? Ghana cedis. So the currency they use in Ghana is what? Cedis. Like I've actually talked about that. So the currencies, just like we talked about, now there are types of currencies, or generally we have 8 currencies that are what? Traded. Now this is not currency pairs, this is what? Currency itself. So we have 8 traded currencies in the Forex market. I said we have 8 currencies we focus on we traded in the Forex market. But when we get to currency pairs, it's being differentiated between major currency pairs and minor currency pairs. But we'll focus on 8 currencies. Number 1 is the United States dollar. The United States dollar. Number 2 is the euro. The European Union euro. Number 3 is the Great Britain pound. Number 4 is the Canadian dollar. Number 5 is Switzerland franc, which is Swiss franc. Number 6 is Australia dollar. Number 7 is New Zealand dollar. Number 8 is Japanese yen. So these 8 currencies what we focus on first, right? Now, as this takes us to how to what call or interpret these currencies, because this is what we'll be doing throughout the span of our days in trading forex. So remember, we have a lot of countries, but we focus on just these 8 because of their volume. I'm repeating it again. We focus on these 8 because of what their volumes. So these 8 is what we focus on. But then we have over 200 countries, or approximately 200 countries, and most of these countries have their, like I repeat, they have their what, their currencies they use. Like I explained, if you go to Ghana, they use the currency named cedis. So that is what they use as a standard form of what, exchange or money. But then we focus on a country with 8 currencies, and each of these 8 countries we focus on have their individual currencies. So we are going to learn how to interpret these 8 countries and what currency they use. So this takes us to how can we mention or understand these 3 abbreviations. Like we always see the currencies, I'm actually calling this USD, United States dollar. So let's see how to interpret, even in Nigeria, if you want to write Naira in the exchange with another currency, they write out it as what? NGN, as Nigeria or Naira. So the first 2 letters of the currency signifies the name of the country. So GB signifies Great Britain, while the last letter is the name of the currency used in that country. So the last letter is what? The name of the currency, while the first 2 letters is an abbreviation of what? The name of that country. So let's go in there. That is why I was saying US, that's what? United States. United States use what we call the dollar. Follow my cursor. When I get to the euro, we have the European Union. This setting arrow does not mean anything, but people put it as rates, but it's there just to signify that it's what? The euro. Now, the GB is Great Britain. I repeat, GB is what? Great Britain. So the first 2 letters signifies the what? The name of the country. Like EU signifies European Union, because the euro is being used by what? The European Union. GB is what? Great Britain. And the P stands for what? Pounds. So the Great Britain use what? Pounds. CA represents Canada. And in Canada, they use their own special dollar, different from what? The United States dollar. So the Canada or Canadians use a certain Canadian dollar. Now, we have the CH. The CH is where it's more like different from the other countries that you can easily see GB, Great Britain. CH is written because of the Latin word or Latin word in Switzerland. So it still signifies, so Confederation Helvetica is the Latin word for what? Switzerland. So that is why they are writing CH instead of what? SW. It signifies Switzerland. And in Switzerland, they use what we call franc. I repeat, The CH is a Latin word to Switzerland, and which signifies Confederation Helvetica. That is why you're seeing CH in here, which is Switzerland, is Switzerland franc. We have AUD. AU in here is Australia, and Australia have their own special dollar. We have NZD. NZ signifies New Zealand, and New Zealand's what use their own special dollar, different from what Australia dollar, different from what Canadian dollar, and also different from United States dollar. This is what the New Zealand, their own special dollars, their what their legal tender or their standard form of money. JP, we all know, is Japan, or we can say Japanese or Japan. Japanese use what we call the yen, so it's called Japanese yen. So I hope as I was actually saying all this, So these are the 8 currencies. Repeat, currencies we focus on in the forex market. And this takes us to currency pairs. Now, currency pairs, we have the base and put currencies. Now, just like we know, forex is the exchange between two foreign countries. As you all know, we've seen that EU is European Union, and the European Union use what? The euro. US is United States, and the United States use what? Dollar. So we're trading between, or we are trading, or these are countries with currencies. And then what forex means exchange between what? Two foreign countries. The exchange of what? Of two foreign countries. That's foreign exchange of what? Two or more foreign countries. So these 8 currencies that we focus on, they do business within themselves. So if, for instance, United States is doing business with maybe Australia, take note that currencies are all part of it. But then United States is a country, Australia is a country. So Australia can be importing gold or oil towards United States. That is foreign exchange because it's coming from one foreign country to another foreign country. So in the forex market, because the word, I repeat, the word forex means foreign exchange. The word forex means what? Foreign exchange. So when, for instance, Euro is doing business with USD, they are being or compared together in the market and saying, okay, Euro is doing business with the United States. Euro is doing business with GBP. Euro is doing business with AUD. All right. So this takes us to how to understand this, how to understand how these currencies are being compared when they're doing business within themselves. This takes us to how these currencies are being compared together and being traded, or or how are they doing exchange and how we can actually calculate them, because this is the exact thing we do in forex market. So currency pairs, right, are being compared or traded against each other. So when they are being traded against each other or being compared together because they're doing business within one country, each of these countries doing business with another country, is either we'll see these abbreviations in 6 euro, EU are 3 letters, another 3 letters. It means that this is EU doing business with the United States. Also, you see a slash. So it's either you see it or you see it like this. So when you see it, the first 3 letters is one country currency and with currency. The other next 3 letters is another country towards currency. Take it. I hope when I was actually using the news, you were taking note of it, writing down and you need to be that in class. So if you notice, we have two different currencies, one at the left and one at the right. So the left currency is called the base currency. The left currency or the first currency is called the base currency. The base currency is always the focal point in the Forex market. So if we go into the Forex market, the first one being compared to the other one, this first one is called base. While this other one is called quoted. So this one is being used to compare with this. So it means that euro is trading against what the United States dollar. In currency pairs, like we just mentioned, it's being compared between two currencies because foreign is foreign exchange, right? We all know the definition of forex. Forex means foreign exchange. So these currencies are being compared between themselves. Now we focus on eight. It means that between those eight are what will be compared. So for instance, euro can be compared with between those eight currencies I listed, which maybe if you're taking out euro will now be doing business with either of the other seven currencies that are listed. If you take out USD, it means USD might be doing business with either of the seven other currencies I listed, because those are the eight we focus on in first to trade. Alright, so when it comes to currency pairs, we have what we call major currency pairs and we have what we call minor currency pairs. Now, on the major currency pairs are pairs that carries or has the what? The United States dollar. Why? Is because the dollar is known as the king of all currencies. Also, the dollar is what general or worldwide accepted, and because of that, the dollar has volume, higher volume, because of what people are always using the dollar in different countries. All right, so when this dollar is doing what doing is doing business, United States is doing business with European Union. United States business with European Union. It is the major transactions that are going on there because what their volumes. All right, the volumes is high. That is why it's major. So euro is doing business with United States. It's a major currency pair. And it's what United States. Irrespective of whether the US dollar is the base or the quote. As far as the US dollar is what is there within those eight currencies are listed, that means United States doing business with other seven currencies or seven countries. It means that what it is a major currency pair. Euro is doing business with what? The United States dollar, a major currency pair. United States dollar as a base currency now is doing business with the Japanese yen, is a what? The base currency. And so is a major currency pair. Great Britain pounds doing business with the United States dollar. It is what? A major currency because what? It is what? Containing the United States dollar. New Zealand dollar doing business with the United States dollar. It is a major currency pair because of what? It is doing it is major. But if it doesn't carry the US dollar, it's what going to be what? The minor currency. So the minor currency pair in here now is Euro GBP, Euro dollar. Euro doing business with New Zealand now is Euro doing business with New Zealand. Great Britain pounds doing business with Japanese yen. It is not doing business with United States dollar, so it's a minor. Canadian dollar doing business with Japanese yen. It is not doing business with USD, so it's a minor. So any of those eight within themselves, after US dollar doing business with one of them, so within themselves, if they are trading within themselves, Euro doing business with GBP pounds, Great Britain pounds, GBP doing business with AUD, it is what a minor currency pair. So currency pairs, if you look at this, there's an application called MT4. And this is how you're going to see it on the application, which is MT4. Later on, I'll teach us how to use the MT4 on our phone. Also, I'll teach us how to use the MT4 on our laptop. So we can either use to trade on our laptop. So I'll be switching from phone to laptop to teach you. So these are minor currency pairs. If you look at the application, you see Euro GBP, sorry, you see Euro GBP, you see Euro AUD, NZD, and all. If you look at these are major. You see USD, ED USD, Euro USD, XAU USD, GBP USD. This is commodity, it's not a major currency pair. The commodity and the currency pair. This is USD Swiss franc. So this is a major, and this is what a minor currency. So that's the end of today. So you see it's the codes on the first when it downloads MetaTrader 4, the first part which is written as codes, you will see your currency pairs being listed and all. If you go to charts, that's where we'll actually proceed later on to do analysis of the chart. So far, that's all for today. And since there is no question, I just wanted to show us that image on the other slide.